So, when we left off in part 1, Goku had just woken up from a 3-day nap after absolutely demolishing Vegeta. The Z Fighters were planning a trip to Namek, and we had that ominous Frieza scene where he's heading to Namek for the Dragon Balls. If you haven't watched part 1, go back and watch it. Links in the description. This is going to build directly off that, and you'll be confused if you jump in here. Before we get started, quick reminder, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment telling me what you think Goku's Super Saiyan form is going to look like. I want to hear your theories. Alright, let's get into part 2. So, quick recap of where everyone's at after the Saiyan battle. Goku's in the hospital, and he's been asleep for 3 days. His body's been through absolute hell. He died, trained in Otherworld for 9 months, got resurrected with that 30-hour temporary window, then immediately fought Vegeta using Kaio-Ken times 4 and threw a spirit bomb the size of a building. His body needed that stabilization time to fully adjust to being alive again. When he wakes up, Chi-Chi's sitting by his bed. She hasn't left except to check on Gohan. And the first thing Goku says is, "How long was I out?" 3 days, Chi-Chi says, and she looks exhausted. The doctors said your body was recovering from some kind of extreme stress. They've never seen anything like it. Yeah, Kaioken times 4 will do that, Goku mutters, stretching. His body feels different, stronger. The God Ki flowing through him feels more settled now, more integrated, like his mortal body and divine energy finally finished syncing up. Bulma bursts into the room. "Goku, you're awake. Good, because we've got a problem." "What kind of problem?" "The Dragon Balls won't recharge for a whole year. We can't bring back Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu until then." Goku sits up. "A year? That's too long." "I know," Bulma's pacing. But Piccolo had an idea. He said his people, the Namekians, might have their own Dragon Balls on their home planet. And if they created Earth's Dragon Balls, maybe theirs are even stronger. Goku's eyes light up. "So we go to Namek and use their Dragon Balls." "That's perfect." "Yeah, but there's a catch," Krillin says, walking in with Gohan. "It's in space, like really far away. Bulma's dad found an old Namekian ship, the one Kami used to get to Earth, but it'll take about 6 days to get there." "Who's going?" Goku asks. Everyone looks at each other, and there's this moment of awkward silence because, who should go on a space mission to an alien planet? Finally, Bulma speaks up. "I need to go. I'm the only one who can pilot the ship and handle any technical issues. Krillin should go because he's a strong fighter and can help protect us. And Gohan should go too." "What?" Chi-Chi's voice could shatter glass. "You want to take my 5-year-old son to space?" And here we go again with this argument. But honestly, Chi-Chi's got a point. Gohan's 5. He should be learning to read, not fighting space tyrants. But Goku puts his hand on her shoulder. "Chi-Chi, listen, I know it's scary, but Gohan's got Saiyan blood. He's going to be in danger no matter what we do. The universe knows about Earth now. More threats are coming. Piccolo's training already proved Gohan can handle himself, and Krillin will be there to protect him." Chi-Chi's crying, and man, this scene hits different when you're older and you realize how much she's sacrificing. Her husband just came back from the dead, and now her son's about to leave for an alien planet. She grabs Krillin by his gi. "You bring him back safe, if anything happens to my baby." "I promise." Krillin's terrified. Not of space, of Chi-Chi. So the crew's decided Bulma, Krillin, and Gohan are heading to Namek. "What about you?" Bulma asks Goku. "Aren't you coming?" Goku shakes his head. "I need to stay and train. That fight with Vegeta showed me I'm still not strong enough. If there are more enemies out there like him or stronger, I need to be ready." Piccolo nods from the doorway. When did he get there? "I'll stay and train too. Something tells me this is just the beginning." So we've got 3 storylines about to run parallel, and I'm going to cut between them to keep the pacing tight. Bear with me here. The ship's ready to go. It's honestly pretty cramped. Imagine a camper van, but it's a spaceship. There's a main cabin, a tiny kitchen, a bathroom, and that's basically it. Gohan's saying goodbye to his mom, and Chi-Chi's sobbing, hugging him so tight he can barely breathe. "You be good, you listen to Krillin, and you come home to me, you understand?" "I will, Mom. I promise." Goku kneels down and hugs Gohan. "Hey buddy, you're gonna do great. Remember everything Mr. Piccolo taught you, and remember, you're stronger than you think. Half Saiyans have even more potential than full-blooded Saiyans." "Really?" Gohan's eyes are wide. "Really. I'm proud of you, son." They board the ship, the door closes, and with a whoosh of energy, they blast off into space. Chi-Chi's watching from the ground, and Goku puts his arm around her as the ship disappears into the sky. "He'll be okay," Goku says quietly. "He better be," Chi-Chi says, and there's steel in her voice. Cut to space. Vegeta's pod is approaching one of Frieza's medical stations, these floating facilities where soldiers get patched up between missions. The pod docks and medical droids pull Vegeta out. He's barely conscious, covered in burns and bruises, and the first thing the head medic says is, "Get him in a healing tank immediately. He's near death." They submerge him in one of those green liquid healing tanks, and Vegeta's eyes close. But even unconscious, his mind is racing. Flashback to the fight, Goku's Kaio-Ken aura. The pressure, the spirit bomb, the humiliation of losing to a low-class warrior, but also respect. Vegeta's never felt respect for anyone before, but Kakarot spared him, told him he could become something greater. "I'll surpass you, Kakarot," Vegeta mutters in the tank, bubbles rising around him. "I'll unlock whatever power you used, and next time we meet," he clenches his fist underwater. "I'll either kill you or thank you for waking me up." The tank's computer shows his power level slowly climbing as his body heals and adapts. Saiyans get stronger after every near-death experience. It's called a Zenkai boost, and Vegeta just had the biggest near-death experience of his life. Back on Earth, Goku's at the lookout with Kami and Mr. Popo. "So here's my problem," Goku says, pacing. "I can use Kaioken times 4, but it destroys my body. Even with God Ki reinforcing my cells, I could only hold it for a few minutes against Vegeta before I started tearing myself apart. I need to push it further." Kami strokes his beard. "The Kaioken multiplies your power by forcing energy through your body beyond normal limits. The strain is immense. Most mortals would die at even Kaioken times 2. But I'm not most mortals," Goku points out. "I've got God Ki. That's got to count for something, right?" "Indeed. Your divine energy reinforces your cellular structure far beyond normal limits. In theory, you could push Kaioken much higher than King Kai ever intended. But there's a risk. Push too far, and even God Ki won't be able to protect you." Goku grins. "Then I guess I need to find out where that limit is." He spends the next few weeks training on the lookout. We get a montage. Goku using Kaioken times 2, times 3, times 4. Pushing his body, feeling where the strain starts, backing off before he causes serious damage. Mr. Popo's watching. "You're learning restraint. That's good." "Yeah, but restraint won't help if someone stronger than Vegeta shows up," Goku says, powering down. He's breathing hard, sweat dripping. "I need more." Then, about 3 weeks after the Namek crew left, it happens. Goku's meditating. Well, trying to. He's terrible at sitting still. And suddenly he hears a voice in his head. "Goku, can you hear me? It's King Kai." Goku's eyes snap open. "King Kai? What's wrong?" "Big trouble, Goku. Your friends, they went to Namek, right?" "Yeah, to use the Dragon Balls there." "Why?" "Because there's someone else on Namek, someone incredibly dangerous. His name is Frieza, and he's a galactic tyrant who's been conquering planets for decades. He's after the Namekian Dragon Balls too. He wants to wish for immortality." Goku's blood runs cold. "How strong is he?" There's a pause. Then King Kai says very seriously, "Goku, Frieza's power level in his base form is over 530,000. That's more than 20 times stronger than Vegeta was. And he has multiple transformations that make him even stronger. 500. Goku can't even process that number. "King Kai, my friends are there. My son is there. I know. That's why I'm contacting you. You need to get to Namek, now. But Goku, even with your God Ki, even with the Kaioken, I don't know if you can beat him. I have to try." Then listen carefully. "I'm going to give you coordinates to Capsule Corporation. Bulma's father has been working on a new ship with an advanced gravity chamber. You can train on the way there. It's your only chance." Goku stands up, determination burning in his eyes. "How long will it take to get there?" 6 days at maximum speed, the same time it took your friends." "Then I'm already behind," Goku says. "I need to leave now." He flies down from the lookout, lands at Capsule Corp, and Dr. Brief is there waiting. King Kai must have contacted him too. "Goku, the ship's ready." Dr. Brief smoking a cigarette, looking worried. "But I have to warn you, the gravity chamber is experimental. I've only tested it up to 50 times Earth's gravity, but theoretically it can go up to 100 times or more." "I'll take it," Goku says immediately. Chi-Chi comes running out. "Goku, you're leaving? You just got back!" He turns to her, and his expression is serious. "Gohan's in danger. There's a tyrant on Namek who makes Vegeta look weak. I have to go." Chi-Chi's face goes through about 5 different emotions: fear, anger, resignation, and finally acceptance. She grabs his gi and pulls him down for a kiss. "You bring our son home," she says fiercely. "Both of you come home. I will. I promise." He boards the ship, the door closes, and with a roar of engines, Goku blasts off into space. Inside the ship, Goku looks at the gravity chamber controls. There's a dial that goes from 1x to 100x Earth's gravity. He sets it to 20x. Immediately, he drops to his knees. The pressure is insane. It's like the entire sky is crushing down on him. Okay, he grunts, trying to stand. This is gonna suck. All right, so let's cut to the Namek crew because they've been traveling for 6 days and they're about to arrive. The ship's been pretty cramped. Bulma's been handling the piloting, Krillin and Gohan have been training in the limited space, lots of push-ups and meditation, and honestly, they're all getting a bit stir-crazy. We should be arriving soon, Bulma says, checking the navigation. Planet Namek, here we come. The ship exits hyperspace, or whatever. I'm not a scientist, don't call me out. And there it is, Namek. It's beautiful, honestly. Green sky, blue grass, opposite of Earth, 3 suns, and the whole planet has this serene, peaceful vibe. Wow, Gohan says, pressing his face against the window. It's so pretty. They land near what looks like a Namekian village, these dome-shaped houses scattered around. As they step off the ship, Krillin immediately notices something's wrong. Do you guys feel that? He asks, and his voice is tense. Feel what? Bulma's looking around, confused. There are power levels here, multiple ones, and some of them are strong. Gohan nods. I feel them too, but they don't feel like the Namekians. They feel mean. Before they can discuss further, they hear screaming from the village. They run toward the sound and see soldiers in armor, white and purple, with scouters on their faces, blasting Namekian houses and dragging villagers out. Where are the Dragon Balls? One soldier shouts, holding a Namekian elder by his collar. Tell us or we kill your entire village. Krillin's fists clench. What the hell is going on? I don't know, Gohan whispers, but we have to help them. They're about to jump in when Bulma grabs them. Wait, look at those soldiers. They've got scouters. If you power up, they'll detect you and you'll have an entire army on your heads. We need to be smart about this. She's right, but watching the Namekians get brutalized is killing them. One of the soldiers kicks the elder. Last chance, old man. Where's the Dragon Ball? The elder spits blue blood. Never. We'll never tell you. The soldier raises his hand, energy crackling. Then die. Gohan snaps. His power flares and he rushes forward before Krillin can stop him. Leave them alone. He hits the soldier with a punch that sends him flying through 3 houses. The other soldiers spin around, scouters beeping wildly. What the? Power level 1500. Where did this kid come from? Krillin sighs. Well, so much for stealth. He powers up and joins the fight. The battle's pretty one-sided. Gohan's about 1400 and rising as his Saiyan blood kicks in. They clean up the soldiers in a few minutes. But here's the thing. One of the soldiers managed to hit his scouter before dying, sending a transmission. Somewhere else on Namek, a much stronger group receives the message. Cut to a completely different part of Namek. There's this rocky wasteland area, and sitting in the middle of it are 5 individuals who look absolutely ridiculous, but are emanating serious power. These are the Ginyu Force, Frieza's elite squadron. There's Guldo, short, 4 eyes, green skin, psychic powers. Rikum, huge, orange hair, looks like a space barbarian. Birder, blue skin, calls himself the fastest in the universe. Jace, red skin, white hair, Australian accent, don't ask me why. And Captain Ginyu, purple skin, horns, the leader. They're in the middle of doing poses, like elaborate, synchronized poses that would make a Power Rangers team jealous. Ginyu Force rules, they all shout in unison. Then Jace's scouter beeps. Captain, we're getting a distress signal from one of Lord Frieza's platoons. They're under attack by 2 unidentified power levels. One's reading 1500, the other 1800. Captain Ginyu smirks. Locals fighting back? How amusing. Rikum, Birder, go handle it. The rest of us will continue gathering Dragon Balls for Lord Frieza. Roger, Captain. Rikum salutes, and he and Birder blast off toward where Krillin and Gohan are. Meanwhile, Guldo mutters, 2 more Dragon Balls to go. Lord Frieza will be pleased. Jace grins, and once he gets his wish for immortality, we'll be unstoppable. Back with Krillin, Gohan, and Bulma, they're helping the Namekian elder to his feet. Thank you, strangers, the elder says in a raspy voice. You saved us. Who were those soldiers? Krillin asks. Why are they attacking you? They serve. Frieza, the elder says, and just saying the name makes him shudder. The most feared tyrant in the universe. He's come to Namek for our Dragon Balls. He wants to wish for immortality. Dragon Balls? Gohan's eyes light up. You have Dragon Balls here too? Yes, 7 of them, scattered across Namek. But if Frieza collects them all, the Elder trails off, too horrified to continue. We need to talk to someone who knows more, Bulma says. The Namekian nods slowly. The Grand Elder Guru. He lives in the tallest structure on Namek, far to the north. He knows all. He can help you. Then that's where we're going, Krillin decides. Can you get your people to safety? We will hide, but you three be careful. Frieza's power is beyond imagination. They take off flying. Bulma's in a hover capsule heading north. It takes a few hours, but eventually they see it. A massive tower-like structure rising out of the landscape. They land and enter. Inside, sitting on a huge throne, is the biggest Namekian they've ever seen. This is Grand Elder Guru, easily the size of a house, ancient beyond measure, with kind eyes that have seen eons pass. Welcome, visitors from Earth, Guru says in a deep, resonant voice. I've been expecting you. You have? Krillin's shocked. I sensed your arrival, and I sense your pure hearts. You've come seeking the Dragon Balls to restore life to your fallen friends, yes? How did you? I know many things, young one. I am the creator of the Namekian Dragon Balls. Each one is a part of my essence. Guru pauses, his expression grave. But I must tell you, Frieza seeks them as well, and he is a darkness that has consumed countless worlds. We heard, Gohan says quietly. How strong is he? Guru closes his eyes. His power level in base form exceeds 530,000. He has multiple transformations, each more terrible than the last. His final form? Guru's voice drops to barely a whisper. Even I cannot fully sense its limits. It may exceed 1 million. The room goes silent. Krillin's face goes pale. 1 million? We can't fight that. Vegeta was only 18,000 and he nearly killed all of us. Even Goku barely beat him. Then your only hope, Guru says, is that your friend Goku arrives in time. I can sense his approach, a most unusual energy signature. Divine, yet mortal. Unprecedented. Goku's coming? Gohan's face lights up. Dad's on his way? Yes, but he is still 6 days distant, and Frieza's forces are gathering Dragon Balls as we speak. Time is not on your side. Bulma steps forward. Then what do we do? Just hide and hope Goku gets here before Frieza collects them all? Guru considers this. I can help in one small way. Young Gohan, come here. Gohan approaches nervously, and Guru places an absolutely massive hand on his head. You have vast potential locked within you. Allow me to awaken it. There's a flash of light, and Gohan gasps as energy surges through him. His power level skyrockets. 2,500, 3,000, stabilizing at around 13,000. Whoa! Gohan looks at his hands, feeling the power. What did you do? I unlocked the dormant potential in your soul. You're stronger now, child. Use that strength to protect others. Guru does the same for Krillin, whose power jumps to around 14,000. This is incredible. Krillin's grinning despite the dire situation. It will have to be enough, Guru says. Now go. Hide. Survive until Goku arrives. And whatever you do, do not let Frieza collect all 7 Dragon Balls. Cut back to Goku's ship. He's been traveling for 3 days now, and he's been training in the gravity chamber non-stop. When he started at 20x gravity, he could barely stand. Now, he's doing one-handed push-ups. His body's adapting fast, and it's because of the God Ki. Remember what I said in part 1? Divine energy reinforces his cells, speeds up his adaptation. Normally, it would take weeks to adjust to 20x gravity. Goku did it in 3 days. He ups it to 30x. The pressure slams into him, and he drops to one knee, gritting his teeth. Okay, heavier than I thought. But he pushes through. Sit-ups, push-ups, sparring with imaginary opponents. Every movement is hell, but he keeps going. Day 4. He's comfortable at 30x. He increases to 50x. This one nearly breaks him. He's crawling on the floor. Every breath is agony, but he refuses to lower it. He thinks about Gohan, about Chi-Chi, about his friends on Namek facing an enemy with a power level over 500,000. Come on, he shouts at himself. You're not done. Move, Goku. Move. He forces himself to stand. Takes one step, then another. His God Ki is flaring internally, working overtime to keep his body from literally crushing itself. Day 5, he's doing Kaio-Ken practice in 50x gravity. Kaio-Ken times 2 at 50x gravity feels like his bones are going to shatter, but he holds it for 10 seconds, 20, 30. He's pushing his limits in ways that would kill anyone else. Day 6, he cranks it up to 100x gravity, and he collapses. Can't move, can't even lift his head. The ship's computer is beeping warnings. Danger, gravity level unsafe, user may experience severe injury. Shut up. Goku gasps. He focuses on his God Ki, drawing on that divine energy deep in his cells. It flows through him like a river, reinforcing his muscles, his bones, his organs. Slowly, painfully slowly, he rises to his hands and knees, then to his feet. He's standing in 100x gravity. Okay, he says, voice strained. Let's see what I can do. Here. He throws a punch. It's slow, but there's force behind it. The shockwave creates a small crater in the wall. He throws another, faster this time. By the end of day 6, he's not just standing in 100x gravity, he's fighting in it, moving at near normal speed when throwing combinations, practicing Kamehamehas. The ship's computer announces approaching planet Namek, arrival in 1 hour. Goku powers down, turns off the gravity chamber, and the sudden return to normal gravity makes him feel weightless. He jumps and nearly hits his head on the ceiling. Whoa, okay, that's gonna take some getting used to. He looks out the window and sees Namek approaching. 3 suns, green sky, beautiful. But he can already feel it, massive power levels on the surface. Some familiar, Gohan, Krillin, some unknown but hostile, and one that's just enormous, like a black hole of energy. That must be Frieza, Goku mutters. Hang on, everyone. I'm almost there. Back on Namek, Krillin and Gohan have been playing hide-and-seek with Frieza's forces for days now. They've been moving from village to village, trying to protect Namekians and gather Dragon Balls before Frieza does. It hasn't been going great. They've managed to secure 2 Dragon Balls and hide them in a cave, but Frieza's forces have 5, and they can feel multiple powerful enemies closing in. They're resting in the cave when Gohan suddenly perks up. Do you feel that? Feel what? Krillin's exhausted, barely keeping his eyes open. That energy signature, it's Dad. Krillin focuses and his eyes go wide. You're right, that's Goku. He's here. They fly out of the cave and see a capsule corp ship descending from the sky. It lands nearby, the door opens, and out steps Goku. He looks different, more muscular, more defined. The training in 100x gravity has clearly paid off. But it's his eyes that catch Gohan's attention. There's a sharpness there, a focus that wasn't there before. Dad! Gohan tackles him in a hug, crying. You came. You actually came. Goku hugs him tight. Of course I came, buddy. I'll always come for you. He looks at Krillin. You okay? Now I am. Krillin grins. Man, am I glad to see you. This planet's been insane. There's this tyrant named Frieza who's... I know, Goku interrupts. King Kai told me everything. Where is he? Frieza? Krillin points in a direction. That way, we can feel his power level from here. Goku, it's massive, like way bigger than Vegeta. Goku nods slowly, sensing it too. Yeah, I feel it. But I've been training. I'm a lot stronger than I was against Vegeta. How much stronger? Krillin asks hopefully. Goku considers. Put it this way, if I fought Vegeta again right now, in my base form, I'd win pretty easily, and I've got the Kaio-Ken on top of that. That's good, right? Gohan's looking up at his dad with hope. It'll have to be enough, Goku says. Then he senses something else. Wait, there are 2 really strong power levels heading this way. Fast. Krillin's face goes pale. That's gotta be Frieza's elite squad. We've been dodging them for days. Well, no more dodging, Goku says, his expression becoming serious. You 2 stay here. I'll handle this. Goku, are you sure? These guys are strong. Way stronger than the soldiers we've been fighting. Trust me. 2 figures land in front of them with impacts that crack the ground. It's Rikum and Birder from the Ginyu Force. Rikum's grinning like a maniac. Well, more little bugs to squash. This is gonna be fun. Birder crosses his arms, his scouter scanning Goku. Power level, error. Wait, that can't be right. He smacks his scouter. Piece of junk's malfunctioning again. Whatever, doesn't matter. You're all dead anyway. I'm giving you one chance, Goku says calmly. Leave this planet, stop attacking the Namekians, go back to wherever you came from. Rikum laughs. Oh, he's funny. I like this one. Tell you what, buddy, I'll make your death quick. Here's the Rikum Ultra Fighting. Goku vanishes. Rikum's still mid-sentence when Goku appears behind him and chops the back of his neck. Rikum's eyes roll back and he collapses, unconscious before he hits the ground. Birder's jaw drops. What just happened? I didn't even see him move. I'm the fastest in the universe. Birder screams and he blurs forward, moving at incredible speed. Goku sidesteps. Birder throws a punch. Goku dodges. A kick. Goku blocks with one finger. Impossible. No one's faster than me. No one. Goku's expression is almost sad. I'm not trying to humiliate you. I'm just trying to end this without killing anyone. Please, just surrender. Never. Birder fires a barrage of energy blasts. Goku bats them aside like they're annoying flies. Then moves so fast even Krillin and Gohan lose track of him. He appears behind Birder and hits him with a palm strike to the solar plexus. Not hard enough to kill, but hard enough to knock him out cold. Both Ginyu Force members are lying on the ground, defeated, and the entire fight took maybe 30 seconds. Krillin and Gohan are just staring. Goku, Krillin says quietly, "What the hell did you do on that ship?" Goku rubs the back of his head, embarrassed. Trained in 100 times Earth's gravity for 6 days straight? 100 times? Krillin's eyes bug out. That should have killed you. Yeah, it almost did, a lot, but my body adapted. He doesn't mention the God Key. Krillin doesn't know about that yet, and now's not the time to explain. Well, whatever you did, Gohan says, grinning up at his dad, it worked. Goku smiles, then his expression turns serious. But these guys were just grunts. Frieza's the real threat. Where is he? Before anyone can answer, a voice echoes across the landscape, smooth, sophisticated, and absolutely terrifying. So, you must be the Saiyan anomaly I've been hearing so much about. They all turn, and there, floating above them, is Frieza. He's in his first form, small, almost childlike, white and purple armor, a tail swishing behind him. But the power radiating from him is suffocating. It's like standing next to the sun. Frieza lands gracefully, examining Goku with curious eyes. Fascinating. My scouters kept reporting errors when scanning you during your battle on Earth. And now, meeting you in person, I understand why. He activates his scouter and it immediately starts glitching. Power level, error, no signal. He rips it off his face and crushes it. Useless technology. No matter. I don't need a scouter to tell me you're different. Goku steps forward, positioning himself between Frieza and his friends. You're Frieza. Oh, so you've heard of me. How delightful. Frieza's smile doesn't reach his eyes. And you must be Son Goku, the Saiyan who defeated Vegeta. Tell me, what technique do you use to mask your power so completely? I'm quite curious. It's not a technique, Goku says carefully. It's just how I am. How mysterious, but I'm afraid I don't have time for riddles. You see, I'm here for the Dragon Balls. I'm sure you've heard I intend to wish for immortality, and your little friends have been quite the nuisance, hiding 2 of them from me. Goku's fists clench. I can't let you have them. Frieza's smile widens. Oh, and how exactly do you plan to stop me? I've conquered hundreds of worlds. I've destroyed entire civilizations with a flick of my finger. Because I'm not like other Saiyans, Goku says simply, yes, I've noticed. That peculiar energy signature, or lack thereof, the way space itself seems to bend around you during combat, according to my soldiers' reports. Most intriguing. Frieza taps his chin. Tell you what, I'll give you a sporting chance. Attack me with your full power. Let me see what makes you so special. Goku looks back at Krillin and Gohan. Get out of here. Take Bulma and those Dragon Balls and go. Hide them somewhere safe. But Goku, the urgency in his voice makes them move. Krillin grabs Gohan and they take off flying. Frieza watches them go, amused. Letting them escape? How noble and foolish, but very well, I'll deal with them after I've dissected whatever trick you're using. Goku powers up. Not much, just enough to test the waters. His aura flickers around him, and even though it's not visible base form below the manifestation threshold, the pressure is immediate. Frieza's eyes widen slightly. Oh my, that's unusual. I can't sense your energy at all, but I can feel something. Pressure, weight, like the air itself is being compressed. He tilts his head. What are you? I'm just a Saiyan from Earth, Goku says, and I'm asking you one more time. Leave Namek. Leave these people alone. You don't have to do this. Frieza's smile vanishes. Oh, but I do. You see, I've spent decades building my empire. I've crushed anyone who dared oppose me, and I will not be lectured by a monkey with delusions of heroism. He raises one finger. Let me show you the difference between us. He fires a death beam, a thin, precise laser of energy aimed directly at Goku's heart. Goku tilts his head, and the beam passes by his cheek, so close it singes his skin. Frieza's eyes narrow. You dodged that. Impressive. Most can't even see it coming. I've trained with gods, Goku says. I've died and come back. I've fought enemies who would have destroyed Earth, and I'm not letting you hurt anyone else. Gods? Frieza's interest is piqued. How fascinating. Then let me see if you can handle this. He fires a barrage of death beams, dozens of them, coming from multiple angles, So fast they're almost invisible. Goku moves like water. He dodges, weaves, deflects with his hands, his movements so precise that not a single beam touches him. And the crazy thing? He's not even trying that hard. Frieza stops, genuinely shocked. Impossible. That technique requires processing speed beyond anything I've encountered from a Saiyan. What training could possibly? Goku rushes forward and throws a punch. Frieza blocks it with his tail, but the impact sends a shockwave that flattens the ground for 100 meters in every direction. Frieza's forced backward, his feet dragging trenches in the rock. He looks at his tail. There are cracks in his bioarmor from that single punch. You damaged me? Frieza's voice is quiet, dangerous. In my first form, a low-class Saiyan actually managed to damage Lord Frieza? I'm not trying to humiliate you, Goku says, echoing what he told Berta earlier. I'm trying to make you understand. You don't have to be a tyrant. You can choose to be better. Frieza stares at him for a long moment. Then he starts laughing. Oh, you're adorable. You actually think you can redeem me? Me, the Emperor of the Universe? How deliciously naive. His aura explodes outward, purple and black, and the entire landscape starts shaking. Very well, Saiyan. You've earned the honor of seeing my second form, and trust me when I say, you'll regret making me waste the energy to transform. His body starts to change. He grows taller, his horns extend, his muscles bulk up. The transformation is violent, grotesque, and when it finishes, Frieza's power has doubled. There! Frieza's voice is deeper now, more monstrous. Over 1 million in power level. Let's see you dodge now! He vanishes and appears behind Goku, tail whipping forward like a spear. Goku catches it with one hand. Frieza's eyes go wide. What? You're stronger, Goku admits, but I can still keep up. Frieza, please. Silence! Frieza rips his tail free and fires a Kai-I, a shockwave of pure force that explodes against Goku's guard, sending him flying backward through several rock formations. Goku crashes and skids to a stop, bleeding from his lip. He wipes it away, and for the first time there's a hint of frustration in his eyes. Okay, I tried talking. Guess we're doing this the hard way. He powers up more, and the pressure intensifies. The sky starts to darken. The ground cracks in a spiderweb pattern for miles around, and even though his aura is still not visible, Frieza can feel it, like fighting underwater, every movement resisted by an invisible force. This pressure. Frieza's backing up, genuine unease in his eyes. It's like, no, it can't be. Kaio-Ken. Goku's aura explodes into crimson red, and now there's that divine shimmer underneath. That golden quality mixed with the red. The God Ki is being amplified by the Kaio-Ken technique. Frieza's jaw drops. That energy, but you're immortal, how can you have? Goku doesn't give him time to finish. He rushes forward, moving so fast, Frieza barely has time to defend. A punch to the gut, Frieza doubles over. An elbow to the spine, Frieza crashes face first into the ground. A Kamehameha at point-blank range, Frieza gets blasted across the landscape, smashing through mountains. When the smoke clears, Frieza's standing, but his armor is shattered. He's bleeding from multiple wounds, and there's genuine fear in his eyes now. No, this isn't possible. A Saiyan shouldn't be able to. He stops, realization dawning. That energy, that divine energy mixed with your mortal ki. You have God Ki. A mortal has God Ki. Goku's surprised. You can tell? I can't sense it, not the energy itself, but I recognize the effects, the pressure, the spatial distortions, the way reality bends around you when you attack. I've felt it before when fighting deities, but never from a mortal. Frieza's voice rises to a scream. How? How do you have the power of the gods? I was born with it, Goku says simply. It just activated a while back. I don't really understand it myself. Born with it? Frieza's laughing now, but it's the laugh of someone whose worldview is crumbling. A genetic mutation that grants divine power? The universe truly is cruel. I've spent my entire life conquering, destroying, building an empire, and some random Saiyan is born with power that rivals the gods? He powers up even more, and his body transforms again, third form. Now he's elongated, almost alien-looking, his head stretched back. His power has increased yet again. If you have the power of gods, Frieza hisses, then I'll just have to surpass the gods to kill you. They clash again, and the battle is catastrophic. Every punch creates craters. Every energy blast levels mountains. The three sons of Namek are obscured by the dust and debris being kicked up. Goku's using Kaio-Ken times 2 now, and he's matching Frieza blow for blow, but he can feel it. Frieza still has more transformations, more power, and the Kaio-Ken is straining his body even with God Ki reinforcement. Kaio-Ken times 3! The red aura intensifies, the divine shimmer becomes more prominent. Goku's speed doubles, and he starts landing hit after hit on Frieza. The tyrant's being pushed back, unable to keep up. Frieza roars, "You want to see my true power? Fine, I'll show you my final form." And this transformation is different. Instead of getting bigger and more monstrous, Frieza shrinks. He becomes smaller, sleeker, more compact. The transformation is almost beautiful. White bioarmor, purple skin, smooth lines. When it finishes, the pressure from his power is so intense that the ocean in the distance starts churning. The very planet starts to tremble. "This," Frieza says, and his voice is back to being smooth and sophisticated, "is my true form. No more holding back. No more games. In this form, my power level exceeds 100 million. And I haven't even begun to try yet." Goku can feel it. Frieza's power in this form is massive, way bigger than anything he's faced. Bigger than Vegeta, bigger than the Ginyu Force, bigger than anything on Earth. But he doesn't back down. Then I guess I'll just have to push even harder. Kaio-Ken times 4! The red aura becomes an inferno. The divine energy underneath is now clearly visible even to Frieza. Golden light mixed with crimson, creating this otherworldly glow. The pressure is so intense that the ground beneath Goku's feet shatters, creating a crater that extends for miles. Impossible! Frieza's genuinely shocked. "You're multiplying that divine energy? The strain on your body should be..." Goku moves, and even Frieza, who's been keeping up until now, almost loses track of him. They clash in midair, and the shockwave from their fists meeting creates a visible ripple in space itself. They exchange blows so fast they're blurs, Goku with Kaio-Ken times 4 amplifying his God Ki, Frieza with his final form's full power. They separate, both breathing hard. "You're strong," Frieza admits, and there's genuine respect in his voice now, mixed with rage. "Stronger than I anticipated. That technique, Kaio-Ken you called it, combined with your innate divine energy, it's giving you power that rivals my own. But there's a flaw." "What flaw?" Goku's trying to hide it, but his body is screaming. Even with God Ki reinforcement, Kaio-Ken times 4 is tearing him apart from the inside. "Your body can't handle that much power," Frieza observes. "I can see it. Your muscles are tearing, your energy flow is becoming unstable. You can maintain that form for what? A few minutes? Maybe less?" He's right. Goku can feel his body reaching its limits. His God Ki is working overtime trying to keep him from literally shaking apart. Whereas I, Frieza continues, floating casually, can fight at this level for hours, days even. "I was born for this power, you're just borrowing strength beyond your natural limits." Goku powers down from Kaio-Ken, breathing heavily. "You're right, I can't maintain that forever." "Then surrender," Frieza says. "Tell me where the Dragon Balls are hidden. I'll make your death quick and painless. You've earned that much respect." "Not happening." "Then you're a fool." Frieza fires a massive energy sphere, a supernova, though he doesn't call it that yet. It's the size of a building, crackling with enough energy to destroy a large portion of Namek's surface. Goku raises his hands. Kaio-Ken times 10! The red aura explodes to new heights, and even Frieza takes a step back in shock. 10! You'll kill yourself! Goku's body is in agony. His muscles are ripping, his bones are cracking, his God Ki is barely holding him together. But he focuses all that power and fires. Kamehameha! The blue beam mixed with that divine golden shimmer meets Frieza's supernova, and the two attacks collide in midair. The resulting explosion is blinding. It lights up Namek's sky like a second sun, and the shockwave can be felt across the entire planet. When the smoke clears, both fighters are still standing. Barely. Goku collapses to one knee, blood dripping from his nose, mouth, ears. That's all I've got. Frieza's not much better. His pristine final form is covered in scorch marks and cracks. He's bleeding from multiple wounds. You actually hurt me in my final form." They're both exhausted, neither able to continue at full power. It's a stalemate. Then Frieza starts laughing. "Oh, this is rich! We fought to a standstill, but here's the thing, Saiyan. I've only been using 50% of my power in this form." Goku's eyes widen. "What?" "That's right. I have twice this much power still in reserve. I've been holding back because I rarely need more than half. But you've earned the honor of seeing my absolute maximum." Frieza's aura explodes, and his power doubles. The entire planet starts to shake violently. Cracks form in the ground extending for miles. The ocean starts boiling from the energy output. Goku tries to stand, but his body won't respond. He's pushed Kaio-Ken too far. His God Ki is still trying to heal him, but it's not fast enough. Any last words, Saiyan? Frieza raises his hand, energy crackling around it. Goku's mind is racing. He's out of energy, out of tricks. Kaio-Ken times 10 nearly killed him. He can't use the spirit bomb. There's not enough time to gather energy, and Frieza would never let him charge it. He thinks about Chi-Chi, about Gohan, about all his friends on Earth, about the Namekians who've suffered under Frieza's tyranny. And then he feels it, something changing inside him. His God Ki, which has been flowing through him this whole time, suddenly surges. Not from external energy, not from a technique, from somewhere deep inside, from his Saiyan blood responding to the overwhelming pressure, the rage at being helpless, the need to protect those he loves. His body starts to heat up, his hair starts to stand on end. Frieza notices, What's happening to you? Goku looks up and his eyes have changed. They're sharper, colder. I don't know, but I can feel it. Something's awakening. Then Krillin's scream echoes across the battlefield. Goku, help! Goku's head snaps in that direction. His senses, heightened by God Ki, can feel it. Krillin and Gohan are being attacked by more of Frieza's soldiers, and one of them has Krillin trapped, is lifting him into the air. Say goodbye, pest! The soldier shouts and fires a ki blast point blank. Krillin dies. His body falls from the sky and crashes to the ground. Everything stops. Goku stares at his best friend's body in the distance. The friend who's been with him since they were kids training under Master Roshi. The friend who's died now because Goku wasn't strong enough to protect him. Something inside him breaks. And something else awakens. No. Frieza tilts his head, curious. What was that? No. Goku's voice is quiet, trembling. Speak up, Saiyan. I can't hear you. No. The scream tears out of Goku's throat and his power explodes. His hair starts to rise, standing completely on end. His muscles bulk up slightly, and his God Ki, which has been internal this entire time, suddenly surges past the visual manifestation threshold. Golden light erupts from his body. But it's not just golden. Mixed in with that brilliant gold is something else, that divine shimmer, that otherworldly quality that comes from God Ki. His aura is golden, but it's got this depth to it, this presence that makes it look almost three-dimensional, like staring at a star. His hair turns golden blonde, his eyes turn teal. Frieza takes a step back. What is this? Goku stands up and his wounds are healing. The Super Saiyan transformation, combined with his God Ki, is regenerating his body at an accelerated rate. The exhaustion from Kaio-Ken times 10 is fading. Okay, so I know what you're thinking right now. Wait a second. If Goku has God Ki, shouldn't he just go straight to Super Saiyan Blue? This doesn't make sense. And look, I totally get the confusion. So let me break this down for you. Here's the thing about Super Saiyan Blue that a lot of people forget. It's not just about having God Ki and being able to go Super Saiyan. You actually need to know how to merge those two power sources together. And that's where it gets complicated. At this point in the story, Goku's mortal ki hasn't completely disappeared. It's just become his secondary energy source. His God Ki is doing most of the heavy lifting and amplifying his power like crazy, but he's missing a crucial piece of the puzzle. Think about it this way. In the original series, Whis had to personally train Goku and Vegeta on how to achieve blue. It wasn't something they just figured out on their own. They needed that guidance to understand how to properly fuse their divine energy with the Super Saiyan transformation. Right now, without that training, Goku's basically an amateur when it comes to God Ki manipulation. He's got all the raw ingredients, but he doesn't have the recipe yet. He looks at his hands, seeing the golden aura for the first time. This power, it's incredible. I've never felt anything like this. His voice is different, calmer, colder, more focused. You killed Krillin, Goku says, looking at Frieza. And even though his voice is quiet, it carries weight. Power. You've killed countless innocent people across the universe, and I'm done trying to reason with you. Frieza's trying to maintain his composure, but there's genuine fear in his eyes. That transformation, that golden aura with divine essence, you're a Super Saiyan. The legendary Super Saiyan combined with God Ki. This is impossible. I don't care what it's called, Goku says. All I know is, I'm going to stop you. He takes one step forward and vanishes. Frieza doesn't even see it coming. Goku appears behind him and delivers a punch to his kidney that makes Frieza's eyes bug out. The tyrant goes flying, crashes through 17 mountains, and lands in a crater so deep it exposes magma. Goku appears above him, floating with that golden divine aura blazing. That was for Krillin. Frieza struggles to his feet, coughing blood. This can't be happening. I'm Lord Frieza! I'm the strongest in the universe! Shut up! Goku's there in an instant, hitting Frieza with a combo that's so fast the tyrant can't even block. Every hit lands. Every hit does massive damage. Frieza tries to fire an energy blast. Goku bats it aside like nothing. Frieza tries to use his tail. Goku grabs it and uses Frieza like a flail, slamming him into the ground repeatedly. This is for the Namekians. Slam! This is for my friends. Slam! This is for everyone you've hurt. Slam! He releases Frieza, who's now a broken, bleeding mess. The tyrant tries to crawl away, but Goku grabs him by his tail and lifts him up. Please, Frieza gasps, and now the mask is completely off. The sophisticated tyrant is gone. All that's left is a terrified creature begging for its life. Please, mercy, I'll leave, I'll never come back, just don't. Goku stares at him for a long moment. And despite everything, despite the rage, despite the power coursing through him, he's still Goku. I'm not a killer, he says quietly. Even after everything you've done, get out of here, go back to your empire, and if I ever sense you threatening innocent people again, I won't hold back next time. He drops Frieza, who crashes to the ground. Frieza lies there for a moment, processing. Then slowly he starts to laugh. It's a broken, bitter sound. You're sparing me? Just like you spared Vegeta? Yeah. You fool. Frieza's hand shoots up, energy crackling. I'll never stop. I'll hunt you. I'll destroy Earth. I'll kill everyone you love. Starting with, he fires a death beam aimed at where Gohan is hiding in the distance. And Goku moves. He doesn't think, doesn't hesitate, he just moves. His hand catches the beam inches from Gohan's head. The energy burns his palm, but he doesn't let go. He absorbs the attack, neutralizing it. Then he turns to look at Frieza, and his eyes are cold. You had your chance. He fires a Kamehameha, golden with that divine shimmer, directly at Frieza. The tyrant tries to defend, tries to counter, but the attack is too strong. It engulfs him completely, and his scream echoes across Namek as the beam carries him up, out of the atmosphere, into space. The attack explodes somewhere above the planet, creating a flash of light that's visible even from the surface. Goku powers down from Super Saiyan, and his hair returns to black. His eyes return to normal. The golden aura fades. He collapses to his knees, completely exhausted. It's over. Gohan and Bulma rush over. Bulma had been hiding in a cave the whole time. Dad, you did it! You actually beat Frieza! Goku looks up at his son and manages a weak smile. Yeah, we're safe now, but then he feels it, a power level, faint but rising, coming from above. No. Goku's eyes widen. He survived. In space, floating near Namek, is Frieza. He's barely alive. Half his body is burned away, one arm is gone, his tail is severed, but he's conscious and he's furious. I won't die. Frieza gasps, using the last of his energy to form a massive ball of destruction. If I can't rule the universe, then I'll destroy it, starting with this planet. He throws the energy ball down toward Nemek's core. Goku feels it hit, feels the planet start to destabilize. Oh no. What's happening? Gohan's looking around as the ground starts to shake violently. The planet's core has been damaged, a voice says. It's one of the Namekian elders appearing via telepathy in their minds. Namek will explode in approximately 5 minutes. 5 minutes? Bulma's panicking. We need to get to the ship. Wait, Goku looks around. The Dragon Balls, we can still use them. They rush back to where Guru is. The Grand Elder is still alive, but barely. The Dragon Balls, use them, quickly. Krillin's body is brought to Guru's place. The 7 Dragon Balls are gathered. Frieza's forces had scattered them when Goku arrived, and in the chaos, the Z-Fighters managed to collect them. Eternal Dragon of Namek, arise! Bulma shouts the activation phrase that Guru taught her. The sky goes dark, darker than it did on Earth, and a massive dragon emerges, Porunga, the Namekian Wish Dragon. He's huge, easily 10 times the size of Shenron, and he has a more muscular, imposing appearance. You who have gathered the Dragon Balls, speak your 3 wishes. Porunga's voice booms across the dying planet. Oh yeah, forgot to mention, Namekian Dragon Balls grant 3 wishes instead of 1. 3 wishes? Gohan's eyes light up despite the situation. Then we can bring back everyone. Speak your first wish. Bring Krillin back to life, Goku shouts. Your wish is granted. Krillin's body glows and he gasps, sitting up. What? I'm alive? Again? How many times is this going to happen? Speak your second wish. Bring Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu back to life, Bulma adds quickly. Your wish is granted. They have been restored on planet Earth. Speak your third wish. There's a pause. The planet is shaking more now, maybe 3 minutes left. Wait, Goku says, we need to get everyone off this planet. Wish for... I cannot transport unwilling individuals. Porunga interrupts. Frieza would resist such a wish. Then, Gohan's thinking fast, wish us to Earth, all of us except Frieza. This includes all Namekians as well? Yes! Your wish is granted. There's a flash of light and suddenly they're all gone. Goku, Gohan, Krillin, Bulma, and every single Namekian teleported instantly to Earth. They appear in a field near Capsule Corp and everyone's just standing there processing what happened. Back on Namek, Frieza's floating in space, watching the planet start to They escaped? The planet detonates in a massive explosion of fire and rock. Frieza's caught in the blast, and his scream is lost in the destruction as debris and lava engulf him. On Earth, the group is standing in that field, and Chi-Chi comes running from the nearby Capsule Corp building. Someone must have sensed them arrive. Gohan! Goku! She tackles them both in a hug, crying, You're back! You're both back and you're safe! Yamcha, Tien, and Chiaotzu come running over too. They were just resurrected by Porunga and are still figuring out what happened. We're alive! Yamcha's checking his body like he can't believe it. We're actually alive! What happened? Tien asks. Last thing I remember was fighting that big Saiyan. Long story, Krillin says, grinning. Short version? Goku went to Namek, fought a space tyrant named Frieza, turned into a Super Saiyan with God Ki. He notices everyone staring. Did I mention the God Ki part? Because yeah, Goku's got God Ki. Has had it for years. Been meaning to bring that up. Everyone's just staring at Goku. God Ki? Yamcha's jaw is on the floor. What the hell is God Ki? It's a long story, Goku says, embarrassed. Can we talk about it later? I'm really tired. And he is. The Super Saiyan transformation drained him completely. Combined with the extended battle and Kaio-Ken times 10 earlier, he's running on fumes. Chi-Chi helps him inside, and the Namekians are being settled by Capsule Corp staff. Dr. Brief is remarkably chill about suddenly having hundreds of aliens appear on his lawn. That night, after everyone's settled, Goku's lying in bed and Chi-Chi's sitting beside him, holding his hand. You did it, she says softly. You saved everyone, again. Yeah, Goku's staring at the ceiling. But Chi-Chi, that power I felt, the Super Saiyan transformation, it was incredible. I've never felt anything like it, and when I combined it with my God Ki, he looks at her. I think I've only scratched the surface of what I can do. That scares me, Chi-Chi admits. Every time you unlock new power, a bigger threat shows up. When does it end? I don't know, but I'll be ready. Whatever comes next, I'll protect you and Gohan. I promise. They sit in silence for a while, just being together. Cut to space, several weeks later. Vegeta's healing tank opens, and he steps out, fully recovered. His power level has skyrocketed thanks to that Zenkai boost from nearly dying against Goku. He's easily over 30,000 now, maybe approaching 40,000. But when he checks the communication network, he gets news. Frieza's forces are in chaos. Frieza went to Namek and disappeared. The planet exploded, and nobody's heard from Frieza since. His empire is collapsing without him. But more importantly, there are reports about the battle, about a Saiyan with golden hair who fought Frieza to a standstill. Vegeta's hands clench. Kakarot, you transformed. You became a Super Saiyan before me? He's furious. He's furious. But he's also inspired, motivated. If that low-class warrior can achieve the legend, Vegeta mutters, then so can I. I'm the prince of all Saiyans. I will become a Super Saiyan. I will surpass Kakarot. He sets course for Earth. Back on Earth, a few weeks have passed. Life is returning to normal. Well, as normal as it gets when you've got aliens living on your planet. Goku's been training, trying to access that Super Saiyan form again. But he can't. It only came out during that moment of extreme rage and desperation. He's been trying anger, stress, desperation. Nothing works. Maybe it's not something you can just trigger, Piccolo suggests. They're training together at a remote location. Maybe it requires specific emotional conditions. Great. Goku sighs. So I can only go Super Saiyan when my best friend dies? That's not exactly practical. Then they feel it. A spaceship entering Earth's atmosphere. Who? Goku focuses his senses and his eyes widen. That power level, it's Vegeta! The ship lands nearby and out steps Vegeta. He looks different, not physically, but his presence is different. More focused, more determined. Kakarot, Vegeta says, walking toward them. We need to talk. Vegeta, what are you doing here? I heard about Namek, about Frieza, about your transformation. Vegeta's eyes narrow. You became a Super Saiyan, the legendary warrior of our race, a power I've been pursuing my entire life, and you, a low-class warrior, achieved it first. Look, Vegeta, I'm not here to fight, Vegeta interrupts. I'm here because we have a problem much bigger than Frieza. What are you talking about? Vegeta's expression becomes grim. Frieza had a father. His name is King Cold, and he's even stronger than Frieza was. And King Cold had a son, Frieza's older brother named Cooler, who's also stronger than Frieza. Goku's blood runs cold. There are more of them? That's not even the worst part, Vegeta continues. When I was in Frieza's empire, I heard rumors. Whispers about an android project being conducted by a scientist on Earth. A scientist named Dr. Gero, who's creating weapons specifically designed to kill you, Kakarot. What? Why would someone on Earth want to? Goku stops, realization dawning. The Red Ribbon Army. I destroyed them years ago. Dr. Gero must have been one of their scientists. And he's been building androids strong enough to kill a Super Saiyan, Vegeta says. The timeline suggests they'll activate in approximately 3 years. 3 years. Goku clenches his fists. Then we need to find him and stop him before. You think I haven't tried? Vegeta snaps. I've been searching, but he's hidden his lab somewhere nobody can find it. We have no choice but to wait for him to make the first move. So, what do? Vegeta's lips curl into a smirk. We train. For 3 years, we train harder than we've ever trained before. You master that Super Saiyan form. And his eyes gleam with determination. I will surpass you. I will become a Super Saiyan myself. And when these androids show up, we'll be ready. Piccolo steps forward. And what makes you think we can trust you? Last time you were here, you tried to destroy Earth. Vegeta looks at Piccolo with disdain. Trust me or don't, Namekian. I don't care. But understand this, if these androids are as powerful as the data suggests, Earth will need me. Besides, he glances at Goku. Kakarot spared my life, showed me mercy when he could have killed me. I owe him a debt, and a Saiyan prince always pays his debts. Goku steps forward, extending his hand. Then let's train together. We'll get stronger together. Vegeta stares at the hand for a long moment, then turns away. Don't mistake this for friendship, Kakarot. I'm here because our interests align. Nothing more. But despite his words, there's something different in his voice. Less hostility, more respect. Fine by me, Goku says, smiling. But you're still training with us whether you like it or not. Vegeta grunts but doesn't disagree. Cut to the depths of space. A massive ship, even larger than Frieza's flagship, is floating near the debris field that was once planet Namek. Inside the throne room sits a figure that looks exactly like Frieza, but larger, more imposing. This is King Cold, Frieza's father. A soldier approaches, kneeling. Lord Cold, we've searched the debris field. There's something you need to see. They bring in a containment unit, and inside is what's left of Frieza. He's barely alive. Most of his body is gone, replaced by cybernetic parts hastily attached to keep him functioning. One arm is mechanical, half his face is metal, his tail is now partially robotic. Father. Frieza's voice is distorted, half organic, half mechanical. Father, help me. King Cold's eyes widen then narrow with rage. Who did this to you, my son? Who dared to reduce the mighty Frieza to this? A Saiyan. Frieza gasps. Named Goku, he transformed, golden hair, divine energy, Super Saiyan with God Ki. King Cold stands, and his power erupts. The entire ship shakes from the force. A Saiyan did this? Impossible. We destroyed planet Vegeta. There shouldn't be any Saiyans left with that kind of power. He is from Earth, Frieza manages. Then we will go to Earth, King Cold says, his voice cold as ice. We will rebuild you, make you stronger, and together we will destroy this Saiyan, his planet, and everyone he's ever cared about. Slowly. Frieza's remaining organic eye gleams with hatred. Yes, Father. I want him to suffer, to watch everything he loves die before I finally kill him. The ship's engines roar to life, setting course for Earth. Cut to somewhere on Earth, a hidden laboratory built into the side of a mountain, far from any civilization. Inside, an old man with a white mustache and glasses is working frantically. This is Dr. Gero, former scientist of the Red Ribbon Army. He's standing before a row of tubes, each one containing a figure suspended in fluid. Androids. Some look human, some look mechanical, and some look like a disturbing mix of both. Android 16, 17, 18. Gero mutters, checking their progress. Still not complete. I need more time. More data. He pulls up a screen showing footage from the Saiyan battle, Goku fighting Vegeta. But every time Goku uses his God Ki-enhanced attacks, the sensors can't read him. The screens just show error messages and static. Damn it! Gero slams his fist on the console. My collection drones gathered his cells, his genetic material, but this energy he uses, it doesn't register on any of my instruments. How am I supposed to create weapons to kill him when I can't even measure his true power? He pulls up older footage, Goku as a child destroying Red Ribbon bases, Goku fighting Tao, Goku at the tournaments. You took everything from me, Son Goku. My research, my life's work, my purpose. The Red Ribbon Army was going to rule the world, and you destroyed it single-handedly, but I will have my revenge. Even if I can't measure that strange energy of yours, I'll build my androids with enough raw power to overwhelm you. Infinite energy, no stamina drain, no limits. He turns to another tube, this one larger than the others. Inside is something that looks almost insectoid, a creature that's not fully formed yet, but already radiating potential. And if the androids fail, Gero says with a twisted smile, I have my ultimate creation, Project Cell, an organism created from the cells of the world's strongest warriors. He will inherit their techniques, their power, their fighting instincts, and he will evolve. The creature in the tube twitches slightly, as if aware it's being discussed. 3 more years, and my revenge will be complete. Enjoy your peace while you can, Son Goku. Your days are numbered. Cut back to our heroes. They're at Capsule Corp, having a meeting with everyone. Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin, Yamcha, Teen, Chiaotzu, and Bulma. Alright, let me get this straight, Bulma says, looking at Vegeta. You're saying that in 3 years, some mad scientist is going to unleash super powerful androids specifically designed to kill Goku? That's what the intelligence suggests, Vegeta confirms. Dr. Gero was one of the Red Ribbon Army's top scientists. He's been in hiding for years, and he's been using that time to build weapons, powerful weapons. So we train, Goku says simply. 3 years is plenty of time to get stronger. For you, maybe, Yamcha mutters. Some of us aren't natural-born fighting geniuses with God Ki. About that, Tien speaks up. Goku, you've been hiding this God Ki thing for years. Don't you think it's time you explained what the hell it actually is? All eyes turn to Goku, who looks uncomfortable. It's complicated. Try us, Krillin says. Goku sighs. Okay, so basically I have this mutation. I was born with these pathways in my body that can channel divine energy, God Ki. It's energy that only gods are supposed to have. It activated back at Korin Tower when I was fighting Mercenary Tao. And you just never mentioned it? Yamcha's incredulous. I didn't really understand it myself. Kami told me to keep it quiet because it could draw attention from dangerous beings, and he was right. Frieza figured out I had divine energy just from fighting me, and he completely lost his mind over it. Can you teach it to us? Tien asks hopefully. Goku shakes his head. That's the thing. I can't. It's a biological mutation that only affects my body. It's not in my DNA in a way that can be passed down or taught. Even Gohan doesn't have it. Gohan nods. Grandpa Kami explained it to me. Dad's God Ki is stuck in his body cells. It can't be transferred or inherited. So basically, Goku's got a cheat code and the rest of us just have to get God the old-fashioned way, Krillin summarizes. Pretty much, Goku admits. But that doesn't mean you guys can't get strong. Look at Vegeta. He doesn't have God Ki and he almost beat me before. And Piccolo's been training hard too. We all need to get stronger for what's coming. Vegeta crosses his arms. The difference is I'm going to become a Super Saiyan. That's my path to surpassing Kakarot. Yamcha's lost. What's a Super Saiyan? A legendary transformation of the Saiyan race, Vegeta explains, and there's actual awe in his voice. Golden hair, incredible power, a 50 times multiplier to base strength. Kakarot achieved it on Namek when he fought Frieza. I will achieve it through training and sheer force of will. 50 times? Tien's jaw drops. That's insane. And when I combine it with my God Ki, Goku adds, the aura becomes visible for the first time. That golden glow with the divine shimmer underneath. That's what Super Saiyan with God Ki looks like. Piccolo's been quiet this whole time, thinking. 3 years, multiple threats potentially coming. We need a training plan, something structured. I've got an idea. Piccolo pipes up. Kami has this hyperbolic time chamber. It's a room where time flows differently. 1 day outside equals 1 year inside. It's up at Kami's lookout. You could train for 2 years in just 2 days. Wait, seriously? Goku's eyes light up. That's perfect. There's a catch. The environment inside is harsh. The air is thin, the temperature fluctuates wildly, and the gravity is 10 times Earth's normal. Most people can only stand to be in there for a few hours. I trained at 100 times gravity for 6 days, Goku points out. I think I can handle it. Vegeta smirks. If Kakarot can do it, then so can I. I'll use that chamber to achieve Super Saiyan. Then here's the plan, Piccolo says, taking charge. We have 3 years. That's 36 months. Each of us trains in different ways to maximize our growth. Goku and Vegeta use the hyperbolic time chamber. The rest of us train in the real world. We meet up every few months to spar and gauge our progress. Everyone nods in agreement. And what about Gohan? Chi-Chi's been quiet until now, but her voice cuts through the planning. He's only 5 years old. He shouldn't be training for war. Mom. Gohan starts. No, you're my baby. You've already been to space, fought aliens, almost died multiple times. Enough is enough. Goku puts his hand on her shoulder. Chi-Chi, I know you're scared, but Gohan has incredible potential, even more than me or Vegeta. If these androids are as strong as Vegeta says, we might need him. He's 5. I'll be 8 when the androids arrive, Gohan says. Mom, I want to help. I want to protect people like Dad does. Chi-Chi looks at her son, really looks at him. She sees the determination in his eyes, the same fire that burns in Goku's, and she realizes she's fighting a losing battle. Fine, she says, tears forming. But you're also keeping up with your studies, young man. Training and homework. Understood? Yes, Mom. Gohan grins, hugging her. All right then, Goku says, standing up. 3 years of training starts now. Let's get to work. All right, so we do a time skip montage here because I'm not going to narrate 3 entire years minute by minute. Here's what happens. Year 1. Goku and Vegeta both take turns using the hyperbolic time chamber. Goku goes first, spending a full year inside, 1 day outside. He's working on mastering Super Saiyan. See, the form is powerful, but it's also draining. It burns through his energy and stamina, so he's trying to make it more efficient. By the end of his first year inside, he can maintain Super Saiyan for an hour straight without exhausting himself. Vegeta goes next, and he's obsessed with achieving the transformation. He pushes himself to the absolute limit. Near-death experiences, extreme rage training, everything. But he can't quite reach it. He comes out of the chamber frustrated, but much stronger. His base power has increased dramatically. Piccolo's been training with Gohan, teaching him advanced techniques. Gohan's learning fast. Krillin, Yamcha, and Tien are training together. They know they can't match the Saiyans, but they can at least try to keep up. Krillin perfects his Destructo Disc technique. Yamcha develops new Wolfang variations. Tien masters the multi-form without the power division drawback. Year 2. Goku goes back into the time chamber. This time, he's working on combining Kaio-Ken with Super Saiyan. It's incredibly dangerous. Both techniques strain the body, and combining them should theoretically tear him apart. But his God Ki is the key. The divine energy reinforces his cells just enough that he can handle short bursts of Super Saiyan Kaio-Ken. He manages to achieve Super Saiyan plus Kaio-Ken times 2 for about 30 seconds before his body nearly gives out. Progress. Vegeta's second year in the chamber is spent trying to achieve Super Saiyan through sheer anger. He thinks about Frieza, about his destroyed race, about Kakarot surpassing him, and finally, during a moment of pure rage, his hair flickers gold for just a second. It's not the full transformation, but it's close. So close he can taste it. Gohan's now 7 years old, and his power's around 35,000. He's becoming a capable fighter, but he still has that gentle heart. He doesn't like fighting. He does it to protect others. Piccolo's power has increased to around 150,000 through meditation and training. He's also been working on strategy. If brute force won't work against the androids, maybe tactics will. Year 3, the final year. Crunch time. Goku's final session in the time chamber is spent perfecting full power Super Saiyan, a state where Super Saiyan becomes as natural as breathing. No energy drain, no stamina loss, just constant, stable, divine golden power. He achieves it. By the end of his training, Goku can stay in Super Saiyan indefinitely. His base power combined with the transformation puts him well over 180 million. Combined with God Ki enhancement and Kaio-Ken, he's a monster. Vegeta's final session is make or break. He needs Super Saiyan. His pride demands it, and during a final, desperate training session where he pushes himself to the absolute brink of death, it happens. His hair turns gold, his eyes turn teal, his power explodes. He's done it. He's become a Super Saiyan. When he exits the time chamber, he's grinning like a maniac. I did it, Kakarot. I'm a Super Saiyan. Now we're equals. Goku grins back. Awesome. Now we can really spar properly. They have a friendly battle. Friendly by their standards, it destroys several mountains, and Vegeta realizes something humbling. Even with Super Saiyan, Goku's still slightly ahead because of his God Ki and his mastery of the form. But instead of rage, Vegeta just smirks. Fine, you're ahead now, but I will surpass you. That's a promise. Gohan's now 8 years old, power level around 50,000, in base form. He's strong, but he's still holding back. He doesn't have that killer instinct. The rest of the Z fighters have also improved significantly. Everyone's ready as they'll ever be. 3 years to the day after Vegeta's warning, everyone's gathered in a city, the same one where Trunks shows up in canon, but that hasn't happened yet in this timeline. They're waiting. Tense. Ready. Goku's standing on a rooftop, looking relaxed but alert. Vegeta's beside him, arms crossed. Piccolo, Gohan, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and Chiatsu are spread out across the city, watching. Are we sure this is the right day? Piccolo asks through his telepathy. Positive, Vegeta responds. If Dr. Gero is going to make his move, it'll be today, around 10 a.m. in this city. How do you even know that? Yamcha asks. Intelligence from Frieza's old network. They tracked Earth scientists who might pose a threat. Gero was on the list. And we're sure he doesn't know we're waiting? Tien chimes in. If he does, it's too late for him to back out now, Piccolo says. We'll finally end this before it begins. Then Goku feels it. Wait, there's something. No, multiple somethings. Energy signatures approaching, but they're weird. They feel artificial. 2 figures land in the middle of the city street. One is a tall, older man with a white beard, dressed all in black with a red scarf. The other is a massive man with orange hair styled into a mohawk, built like a tank. The older man looks around, scanning with what appears to be cybernetic eyes. So, the welcoming committee has arrived. How predictable. You must be Dr. Gero, Goku says, landing in front of them. Ah, Son Goku, my primary target. And you brought friends. Excellent. More data for my collection. The big man beside him laughs. Finally, I get to fight! This is going to be fun. That's Android 19. He specializes in energy absorption, and I am Android 20. I uploaded my consciousness into this body to better pursue my revenge. Your revenge? Goku frowns. Look, I'm sorry about the Red Ribbon Army, but they were evil. They were hurting people. Evil. Jiro's calm facade cracks. We were bringing order to this chaotic world. And you destroyed it. Destroyed my life's work. Well, no more. Today, I will have my revenge. Android 19, attack! Android 19 charges forward, and he's fast. Fast enough that the other Z fighters have trouble tracking him. He swings at Goku. Goku dodges, throws a punch. Goku blocks. But then 19's hands start glowing, and Goku feels something pulling at his energy. What the? Goku jumps back, breaking contact. Energy absorption! Piccolo shouts. Don't let him touch you. Too late for warnings. 19 rushes Goku again, and this time he grabs Goku's arm. Goku feels his energy being drained, but here's the thing. 19 can only absorb his mortal ki. The God Ki is on a frequency the android can't even detect, let alone drain. So while 19 thinks he's draining Goku's power, he's only getting maybe 30% of Goku's total energy. The God Ki portion is completely untouched. Goku yanks his arm free and powers up to Super Saiyan. The golden divine aura erupts, and 19 actually takes a step back from the pressure. That transformation. Jiro's eyes widen. The data was true. He can change his hair color and increase his power dramatically, but my sensors still can't get a proper reading on his full strength. Why? Goku doesn't give him time to figure it out. He rushes 19 and starts hitting him with a combo. Each hit dents the android's mechanical body. 19 tries to grab him again. Goku's too fast. This is for all the people the Red Ribbon Army hurt. Goku fires a Kamehameha at point-blank range. The Golden Divine Beam engulfs Android 19, and when the smoke clears, the android is destroyed. Just completely obliterated. Gero's backing up, panic in his eyes. No, this isn't. My calculations showed you shouldn't be this strong. Your calculations were wrong, Vegeta says, landing beside Goku, because you couldn't measure his God Ki, you fool. You've been building weapons to fight half of his power. God Ki? What are you? No, impossible. Gero turns and runs, flying away at top speed. After him, Piccolo shouts, and they all give chase. Gero leads them to a mountainside with a hidden entrance. He blasts through it and disappears inside. The Z-Fighters find themselves in a massive laboratory. Tubes everywhere, computer banks, and at the far end, more tubes with figures inside them. Android 17, Android 18, activate. Gero shouts, rushing to a control panel, don't let him. Krillin fires an energy blast at the console, but he's too late. Two tubes open, and out step two figures who look completely human. A young man with black hair and a scarf, a young woman with blonde hair and a cold expression. These are androids 17 and 18, and unlike 19, they're cyborgs. Humans who were modified with infinite energy reactors and enhanced abilities. 17 looks around, stretching. Finally, I was getting cramped in there. 18 yawns. How long were we asleep? Never mind that, Gero snaps. Your mission is to kill Son Goku. He's right there. He points at Goku. 17 and 18 look at Goku, then at each other, then back at Gero. Yeah, we're not doing that, 17 says casually. What? Gero's sputtering. You're programmed to obey me. I created you. You created our bodies, 18 corrects. But we still have our own minds, our own wills, and frankly, we don't like you very much. Yeah, you kidnapped us, erased our memories, turned us into weapons, 17 adds. That's pretty messed up, Doc. You will obey me, Gero pulls out a remote. I have a self-destruct sequence for. 18 moves so fast that even Goku barely sees it. She snatches the remote from Gero's hand and crushes it. Oops, she says flatly. 17 walks over to another tube, a large one with something insect-like inside. Hey, what's this thing? No, don't touch that, Gero screams. That's Project Cell. He's not ready yet. If you release him now, 17 presses the release button. He'll be incomplete and unstable, and the tube opens. Green liquid pours out, and out steps a creature that looks like a nightmare. Green exoskeleton, insectoid features, a tail with a stinger, and eyes that gleam with intelligence. This is Cell, but he's in an early, imperfect form. Smaller than his later forms, more monstrous. Cell looks around, taking in his surroundings, then his eyes lock onto Goku and he smiles. Well, Son Goku, how perfect. Cell's voice is smooth, sophisticated. My creator gave me cells from many warriors, including you. I have your techniques in my very DNA, and once I absorb Android 17 and 18, I'll achieve my perfect form. Absorb us? 18 raises an eyebrow. Yeah, that's not happening. Cell moves, lunging for 18, and Goku intercepts, hitting Cell with a punch that sends the bio-android flying through the laboratory wall. Everyone, get the civilians out of the city, Goku orders. This thing is dangerous. Cell emerges from the rubble, regenerating the damage Goku just caused. Impressive. You're stronger than the data suggested, but it doesn't matter. He looks at the androids. I will absorb you. It's my purpose. My destiny. And nothing, not Goku, not any of you, will stop me from achieving perfection. Dr. Gero tries to sneak away in the chaos. Vegeta grabs him by the neck. Where do you think you're going? Please, I didn't mean for this to happen. I can help you stop Cell. I have the shutdown codes. You created this mess, Vegeta says coldly. You don't get to run from it. He snaps Gero's neck, and the android's body goes limp. Everyone stares. What? Vegeta drops the body. He was a threat. I eliminated the threat. Vegeta, you can't just... Goku starts. Save the moral lecture, Kakarot. We have bigger problems. Vegeta points at Cell, who's now facing off against Piccolo. Cell's analyzing Piccolo, tilting his head. Interesting. Namekian cells, I have some of those too. Would you like to see? Cell extends his arms, and they stretch unnaturally, just like Piccolo's can. I have all your techniques, Namekian, plus several others. I'm a perfect amalgamation of the world's strongest warriors. Then let's see how you handle this. Piccolo fires a special beam cannon. Cell dodges, he reappears behind Piccolo and hits him with Vegeta's Ki Blast Barrage. Piccolo's forced to defend and Cell is just toying with him, using different techniques from different fighters. This is bad, Krillin mutters. He's got all our moves. Not all our moves, Goku says, powering up to Super Saiyan. He's got my cells, but cells from Dr. Gero's drones. Remember what I said earlier? Those drones collected genetic material, but they can't capture my God Ki. It requires the complete living organism. So he has your genetics, but not your divine energy? Gohan asks. Exactly, which means Goku grins. I have abilities he can't copy. Time to end this. All right, y'all. That's where I'm gonna stop part 2. Let me recap what we established. Goku achieved the legendary transformation on Namek, and when combined with his divine energy, it creates that beautiful golden aura with the divine shimmer. The visual manifestation threshold is finally met. Frieza's fate, we left it ambiguous. He got blasted into space during the planet's explosion. Is he dead? Is he alive as Mecha Frieza? We'll see if he shows up later. And we introduced King Cold as a future threat. The androids, Dr. Gero made his move, but his calculations were wrong because he couldn't measure God Ki. Android 19 got destroyed, Gero got killed by Vegeta, and androids 17 and 18 are not really villains, they're just doing their own thing. Instead of waiting years in his time chamber, Cell got released early in his imperfect form. He's got everyone's techniques from their DNA, but he doesn't have Goku's God Ki because isolated cells can't maintain those divine pathways. The prince finally achieved the legendary transformation through 3 years of brutal training. He's not quite at Goku's level yet, but he's getting there. Next time in part 3, we're going to deal with Cell trying to achieve his perfect form. We'll see if Mecha Frieza shows up with King Cold, and we're going to start setting up the Buu Saga and eventually Battle of Gods. If you enjoyed this, drop a like, subscribe, and comment telling me what you think Cell's perfect form will be like without Goku's God Ki. Will he still be strong enough to threaten our heroes? Let me know your theories. I'll see you guys in part 3. Peace.